Hey peeps, Carter here. Well, this is a VR to Mr. Smokeeater908. He recently did a video showing off all the Spydercos in his collection. Kinda got me thinking, it's been a while since I've shown my Spyderco collection. Some of the newer ones you've seen in videos, and I've sold a lot of them. So I figured, why not? I'll do a VR to my good buddy Smokeeater and show off my Spydercos. Just like he started off, let's start with my little Ladybug here. I've had this thing forever. Got it from County Com. Orange scales, H1 steel. Basically rust proof. Pretty cool little knife. Great for the keychain. In fact, I'm kind of wishing I would have got one of these instead of my sack for my keychain. Or just put this one on there. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll put this on my keychain. I just like having a single stout blade, smaller blade to use rather than multiple thin blades that the sack has. Not that the sack's not great, great little knife. Here is the Yojimbo 2, which Smokeeater also has. Love this thing. Crazy knife. Crazy knife. This is a person slicer right here. This thing is insane. Got the compression lock. Probably my favorite Spyderco lock of all time, the compression lock. Wish they would use it more. Beautiful knife. Love this thing. Michael Janik. Super smooth. Ridiculously smooth. This is probably the smoothest Spyderco I think I own, actually. Very nice. S30V steel. Very cool blade. Here we've got our 3 paramilitaries here, Paramilitary 2s. This is the most used one. I've got a series of videos where I kind of use this thing pretty hard, do some drop tests, things like that. You know, nothing too crazy, but I do some testing on it. So this one's seen a lot of pocket time, it's seen a lot of use, it's seen a lot of sharpenings. I've also reduced the compression lock tension on it to make it smoother, so there's less resistance on the blade. Really great knife. Got my nubby lanyard on here. This one's S30V as well. Here we've got a couple Paramilitary 2 Sprints. This is my most recent one, S35VN, brown G10 handle. I've carried this one a few times. Very nice. Paramilitary 2 is always my fallback knife. When I get sick of carrying whatever it is I'm carrying, I always go back to the Para 2. Just a wonderful design. Probably my favorite Spyderco, I think. Another Paramilitary 2. This is the M390 Bento Box exclusive. Blue G10 scales. Man, this is a screamer. Just a screamer of a knife. Absolutely gorgeous. Love this thing. Next, we have my only auto, Spyderco auto at the time, the Citadel. Really, really good auto, guys. Really good auto. Discontinued. They do have the they do have another auto model that they're still offering, but this one, shamefully, is discontinued. Just a really, really good side opening automatic. It's got a lock here, S30V steel, made in the USA. It does not have the Golden Colorado labeling, it just says USA. It's got a decorative Spidey hole there. Great blade design. Zero blade play. Rock solid. Fires really hard. Ergonomics are great. I've got videos on all these knives, really. Next up is my Pheonix. This features a oversized ball lock, titanium frame, white micarta scales, VG10 blade. This is made in Japan. Really, really good ergonomics on this baby, and it's just a crazy looking knife. Crazy looking knife. When this first came out, this was the most expensive knife that Spyderco offered. Pretty sure they've blown that out of the water now. I'm not sure about you guys, But it seems like the knife community is getting really big. You know, when you see companies like, large companies like Spyderco getting into titanium frame locks and higher-end knives and things like that, it's always a good sign that more people are getting into knives, knife collecting, using, all that stuff. Really unique looking knife, guys. I remember the first time I saw this thing with this ball lock, you know, and this is one of my earlier knives that I bought. Still have it. I just saw this thing and I was blown away. I'm like, what is that? I didn't even know how it worked. I saw this thing. I'm like, I didn't know if that was just for decoration or what the deal is. But had to have it, so I picked one up. And even then, it had already been discontinued, I believe. Here is just a standard production Mannix 2 in the 154 cm steel. Stonewash blade. Factory stonewash blade. You don't see that on Spyderco's too often. Great design. Love the Mannix 2. Really, really nice. Great ergos. Beautiful knife. Mannix 2 Sprint. Orange. I think this is a Cutlery Shop exclusive. This is the lighter version. So they've cut quite a few ounces out of the standard production version. Has a full flat ground blade made out of S30V. Skeletonized liners instead of solid liners like this. And then of course the beautiful orange G10. Really nice. Super smooth. Very good blade. Here's another Mannix 2 Sprint. This is the CTS XHP. It's got the Hunter, is it Hunter Green? Foliage Green. I think it's Foliage Green scales. Once again, it's got the skeletonized liners on here, reduce the weight, full flat ground. Love that thing. Here's a Endura with white scales. Not sure if this is a Sprint or not. I believe it was a Sprint, or at least it was limited. Don't think they make these anymore in the white. I do know that people were buying these and dyeing them with RIT dye, and that's kind of what prompted Sal to start producing Enduras in multiple colors that we've seen over the last few years. So this has doesn't have the full flat ground that they've moved to. This has the 3/4 ground blade. Very thick tip. Very nice. Classic. You know, a lot of people's first, you know, higher end knife is a Endura or Delica. Here's an old school Police with the spider edge, the fully serrated. This is back from the 90s. G2 steel, made in Japan, tip down only. It's got the patent number written on the clip, and it has a Emerson style clip with the 3 holes, not like that clip that we see now. It's kind of more of a mass-produced clip before they design their own that they use now. Very cool knife. I just like kind of having it as part of history of Spyderco. The Police is a very early model they did. Very distinctive looking, and just kind of cool to have it in my collection. And of course, last but not least, the brawler in the room, Spyderco Tough. I'm going to take this camping this weekend. I'm sure it'll handle anything that I throw at it. Really cool blade. Great ergos. Overbuilt, super strong, great steel. Can't go wrong. Kind of ugly. I think of it kind of as the Glock of knives. You know, not the prettiest thing, but it gets the job done. Alright guys, that's it. That's all my Spydercos. That be them. I have no more. Hope you enjoyed seeing my collection. Put up your own video. VR it to me, VR it to Smokeeater. You know, whatever you want to do. Let's see your knives, guys. Later.